Okay, we're going to review our 2 categories of herbs, and I'm doing this in our introductory class because there's just so much to know, and if we just, give you so many herbs, like hundreds and hundreds of herbs in less than 3 months' time, it's very difficult to understand the function, the names in both Chinese, English, and Latin. So we're going to do the 2 categories, warm release and cool release. So let's do the warm release. Okay, these are warm herbs. Okay, so mawang. Okay, guizi. Zisuye. Jingji fangfang. Jiangkuo gaoben baji xixin. Yeah, bai means white. Baiji. Xixin. Shenjiang pi. Now what does pi mean? Peel or skin, right. Zongbai. What's zongbai?
Onion.
It's the scallion, yeah. Xiangru. And xiniwa. What's hua? Okay, so ma huang. I'm not in. Okay, ma huang. Ma huang, and what is ma huang? Ephedra, right, okay. So, again, we're going to now do the Chinese with the English translation, okay? Same thing, same category, warm, release the surface in that category. So, ma huang ephedra. Yeah. Guizi, cinnamon twig. Okay. Sisuye. Parallel leaf. Why is it a leaf? Yeah, it means it's a leaf, right. Jingji. Schizonopida. I'm not sure if that's a pronoun, but that's Schizonopida. I don't get many people asking me for Schizonopida, but we do use Jingji often, and Fangfang. Letterburyella root. Okay. Qiangkuo. Notopterygium root. Gaoben. Chinese lovage root. As you can see, I know that no one here speaks Chinese fluently, but it's all Chinese to me. But actually, the Chinese is simpler than the Latin and the English.
Yes.
I mean, for the Qiangkuo, Notopterygium root, okay? It's easier to say Qiangkuo. Okay? Gaoben, Chinese lovage root. Baiji is
the Hurrian angelic fruit.
Right, the Hurrian angelica root. Xixin is Asarum heterotropoides herbs. Okay? So isn't Xixin easier? Xixin, yeah. Shenjiang. Yeah. And what's ginger good for?
Stomach.
Cold. Yeah, stomach cold. Yeah, awesome. Shenjiang pi.
Skin of the ginger.
Songbai.
Onion scallion.
Okay, Xiangru. Aromatic matter. And xiniwa. Okay, so the following are cool, release the surface. It's in that category, and bohe is peppermint. Everybody?
Peppermint.
Nubangzi. Great. Or burdock. So think of the nubang, B for burdock. Okay, chantui is the cicada molting. And sangye is what kind of leaf?
Mulberry.
Juhua is what kind of flower?
Chrysanthemum.
Dandotsu is prepared what?
Soybean.
Good. Mutsai.
Shaved rice.
Gurgen.
Pereria
Chai. And chaihu, blue purum.
root.
And chaihu is used for liver. A lot of liver challenges. Shengma. Bugbana rhizome. Okay?
So sheng is rhizome.
No.
Are you sure? Because it has at the top sheng.
No,
Rhizome.
we're not going to do that yet until we actually, we're not going to do that
Okay.
right now because Sheng can mean fresh.
Okay.
Xinjiang. Okay? When we get into the courses, right now I just want to bring you the categories. We'll also do a little, couple of hours on learning Chinese from a Hungarian master from Transylvania, but really born in Vienna. So we'll do this, but what I'm going to do next time, actually, because you're so quick, this is wonderful. We'll do more categories. The challenge starts to happen when there's hundreds of herbs and one gets confused what category. So if you can, go home and learn these so that you know that the very first category you learn, the very first herb is what? Ephedra, mahuang, okay?
Mahuang.
This is in the warm release, the surface category, okay? So mahuang, guizi, zisuye, jingji, feng feng chang, huo gao, ben bai, jidin, shenjiang pi, zong bai, xiangru, xiniwa. Okay? So if I say is bohe in that category, you're gonna say no.
Yeah. No, it's Hulin. Boha's Hulin.
Bohe is, yeah. Okay? Okay, good. Awesome.
Oh, you have a tape recorder here? If we tape it, I'll burn a couple of copies.
Yeah, that
No,
would help.
no,
No?
we're gonna do this correctly.
Okay.
We're gonna do this correctly.
How?
Yeah, we're gonna do this
So I just
correctly.
thought this month while we went home.
Oh,
Then we could
okay,
study.
okay.
Second language.
Can you look at it?
No,
You can just
Why?
look at
I
it.
don't know where it is.
Oh,
He doesn't know where it is.
he doesn't know where it is.
I might have one.
You got a walkie-talkie thing?
I got a little one. I couldn't find the tapes, but
You have a
probably
phone?
Oh, the phone.
I have one in the. No, I have the little one. I never thought of the phone. I have
Okay.
a little tape recorder in the car. I couldn't find the extra tapes, but there'll be enough room. I can just delete something on.
Hubby, we're close to lunchtime.
Yeah, I'll get it then.
Hubby, at lunchtime, I sort of root around and see
Alright.
if I can find something.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to go, I handed out a page with the Chinese medicine and cosmology. I think it's the yellow one, the yellow page. You don't have one? Okay, it's the white page.
No, it's the yellow page.
Okay. Okay, so on this one, look on your left side going down, and I'll tell you what's important. Just mark them with a pen or a pencil. Element is important. Just mark an X next to it. Element. Just you need to know element, direction, viscera yin, viscera yang, emotion, sensory organ, sense, taste, season, life. So you don't need to know heavenly creature
Okay.
if you want, or the planets.
We don't need to learn the planets? Okay.
If you would like, but I'm just saying it's not going to be needed. Okay, so let's go across our elements. Do you still remember them?
Wood, fire, earth, metal, water.
Wood, fire, earth, metal, water.
Yeah, earth,
Wood.
wood, fire, fire, metal,
Earth.
earth. No,
No,
earth,
no, okay.
earth, fire.
No. Let's do it systematically. What's the first one?
The first one
You
is
start on your right. Wood.
wood, fire,
Yeah. Spleen.
spleen is
Earth.
earth, and then metal.
Like this. Metal.
Metal and water.
Okay, let's do it again.
Wood, fire,
Fire.
earth,
Earth. Metal.
Metal.
Water.
Water.
Okay, let's do this way. Metal.
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 Heavy metal. No, okay, so what? Wood.
Wood.
Fire.
Fire.
Earth. Metal.
Metal.
Water.
Water.
You have to go like this. Metal.
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 Well, boom, boom. 2 lungs. Right? 2 lungs. No, I'm going to tell you something. This is it's good to learn this way. I know it might seem
Yeah.
childish, but okay,
Fire.
you'll learn it. This
Yeah.
way you'll know metal, lungs, 2 lungs, right? Wood, fire, earth, metal, lungs. Okay? Okay.
Water.
Good. Okay, wood has to do with which yin organ?
Liver,
And what's its young counterpart?
cheating,
Gallbladder.
Okay, good. Okay, fire.
Heart.
investment,
Small.
Okay, good. Earth.
angio,
Earth.
spleen, stomach,
Okay. Metal.
Lung.
What did you say?
What do you say?
Metal.
Lung.
Lung and large intestine.
Okay. Water.
kidney, and
Kidney and UV.
Okay, so you know which ones are the yin. You're sure you know the yin and the yang. Okay, our emotion for wood, for fire.
Joy.
Okay.
Yeah. Joy.
Okay, for earth,
anxiety,
Worry.
worry or overthinking.
Overthinking.
Yes, spleen.
chronic
Mm-hmm.
anxiety,
Okay, metal,
Grief.
grief
Grief.
or sadness. Yeah. Water.
Fear.
Fear.
Okay. Sensory organ, wood, eyes.
Eyes.
Okay. Fire,
Tongue.
tongue. What could you have on your tongue?
Red.
Red. Tip of the tongue.
Tip of the tongue. Fire in the
Mhm.
heart.
coatings, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, okay. But you could have ulcers on your tongue.
Oh,
Or,
no.
Mm-hmm.
okay, mouth.
Mouth.
Blisters. You can have blisters.
What organ?
Wood. Okay.
Ba.
Earth,
You just
sorry,
said to
earth.
me eyes is wood.
Yes, earth.
Okay, so when someone comes to me and they're selling me health products, they've got a blister on their mouth.
It could be a
I
virus.
know they've got something
Herpes.
going on with their spleen, according to Chinese medicine. Often it's overwork, right? Overwork, overthinking, you know, and on the mouth. Now this is, I'll tell you another anecdote. I had a really, really, really bad toothache. I mean, really bad. I don't know if it was an abscess, a couple of years ago. Everybody was closed. It was like on the weekend. And you know what it's like. I differentiate with different types of pain, and this was like soul pain. This wasn't that like I'm going to die pain, like, you know, this is it. But this was soul pain. So, what did I take? There was nothing around. I wasn't in my clinic. I was at home, and all my herbs and everything, and my homeopathic stuff was all at the clinic. So I tried sound therapy. And I told everybody I've got to work with sound. And I just, for 20 minutes, I was ranting and raving in a room. You know, I thought that would release it because it was so painful. It did a little bit, but then it came back. My father gave me, here I've got, what's that, Tylenol. Well, that didn't help. For some reason it didn't help. It actually put me in a weird state. It was just a weird state. So I didn't have any silver, colloidal silver or anything like that. I tried scotch. I tried everything. Yeah, I tried. My dad gave me scotch too. It didn't work. I went down to my clinic and I thought, this is like, after really thinking about it, what meridian goes to the gums? Stomach.
Mm-hmm.
So I got some herbs that clear stomach heat. Stomach heat, because that's what it was.
Right.
You're not going to believe it. It helped me. Now I did sound therapy with it after again, and I couldn't believe it. I had like a day and a half of relief, and then I went to see the doctor or the dentist, and I was like. So, again, remember when people talk, because I know, because I supervise clinics, and everyone's coming ash point, you know, ashy point, you know. So that's really, you know, acupuncture 101 to do ash points. You never want to start without ash points, right? And if you do ash points, you may want to you know, what meridian is it on? Or if there's a pain, always, because now that's your business. You're in the channel business. You're in the meridian point. So always note where the pain is. Where did they fall? The liver, huh? You got a lot of anger with. I mean, there are people that have written books and go that specific, but I gave you the analogy. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, Freud said, you know, so you don't always have to make it into a huge story when it's not. But it's worth always noting, oh, okay, I see. What meridian is it on? Okay, if they have a pain or if they bump themselves, etc., etc. Okay, going on, we have grief for metal and fear for water. The sensory organ for metal is the nose, which makes sense because that's our lungs and respiratory. And what is it for our kidneys?
Ears.
Okay, and what could manifest?
Earache.
Earache, what else?
Deafness.
Which?
Deafness.
Yeah, of course.
Ringing.
Tinnitus, generally a lot of
Tinnitus,
people get
yeah.
tinnitus, right?
Ringing.
Dizziness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, inner ear balance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What can happen? What are some of the symptoms with the eye?
Dry, redness.
Good. Dry. So yin deficiency,
Sunken,
right?
protruded.
Hmm?
Sunken or protruded.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Maybe MS. The eyes recede into the head.
Okay. Okay.
Pus.
Pus.
Yeah.
Floaters.
Redness.
You always, remember when we take out our intake form and you ask about their eyes. It's not just, oh, you're wearing glasses, you're not. You ask, do you have any floaters? You know, do you have any twitching? So, you know, you expand on those questions. Do you have blurry vision? So you have to ask questions about that. When you ask questions about the eyes, ears, you ask, you know, how's your hearing? You know?
What about styes and that? Would that be
Yeah,
heat?
styes, too.
Would that be like heat?
Yeah.
Heat?
Yeah, it would be heat, isn't it?
And
Because
dryness
it's
would
red
be
and-
cold?
No, dry is dry.
Dry
and,
is dry.
And yin deficiency.
Okay.
A deficiency of yin.
And you can see if it's a boy or a girl by pregnancy.
You can see if there's a...
Male or female, embryo, baby.
Oh, really? With iridology?
Actually, it's Chinese. Because I bought the one book for reading, face reading.
Oh, physiognomy.
Yeah, and you say if between 5 and 7 o'clock, below the eye, it would be a boy.
Bring that in, because
It's
I have a whole...
fascinating, like, I learned so, like...
No, I have that right here.
You do?
No, it's part of when we do cosmetic acupuncture. We do physiognomy.
Oh.
I'll show you in the break. We do have a whole picture, but we didn't get that specific.
You
We
don't?
just we went because that's not what we're there for. We're there.
But it tells you too with the weakness with the organs. Like, it's really cool.
Well, the Chinese and with everything, organs are very important. Organs are very important.
You say like the puffiness, what you got a little bit. This is for some. You got a little bit puffy in here. The spleen, and the eye.
Mm-hmm.
This is that you know how to save money, so you can save money.
Well, that's totally wrong. Gosh, that's totally wrong.
That's what he's saying.
It says
when
you
get
know
to
how,
buy
it doesn't say you do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Not time yet.
I'm going to tell you something about that. The reason that it is fascinating, and every time I do cosmetic acupuncture, everybody loves it because it's another way of it's another type of reflexology or iridology, face reading, but using it via the organs. There are many schools of thought, and that's what I'm researching now. Because one book will say that the lungs are here, the other one will say they're not, they're up there. So I found there's two really, really opposing sides, and I mean they're really directly in opposite places. So I just haven't had a chance to research that, because again, for me to say this is where it is, that's where it is, and you're seeing two books that are and two researchers that are working with their work, and it seems to work. So I have to research that a little more.
Yeah, I
You know,
gotta.
I want to
this is my
research
first
that.
book.
I have the same thing. I've learned that this area is the lung, and that's why as people age and get older, they get that sunken in look. It's 'cause
Okay,
the lung.
but in one research, they're saying that actually this is
Money back.
the bladder,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the
Which is
digestive
the chi,
system,
It could be the chi.
and yeah, that's why you sink down.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm still. We were talking about this about a year ago, and I just haven't had a chance to research it. But yeah,
Well, people that get the line across here.
This is for,
Pancreas.
pancreas, exactly.
And
If
if
it's
you
dark,
look at
it's
the people that are
diabetes.
dying of pancreas cancer,
Mhm.
they
It's
all
all
have
the-
that. Yeah, they all have that line.
And
right
if it's too
across.
light, it's just you don't eat enough. You have to watch your sugar too low.
What happens
Yeah.
when you eat a Mars bar?
And then those wrinkles, you got them, I got them too. You go on a third one, me too, so we're getting good. But it's when it's just one wrinkle up, you don't use your whole cheek, liver cheek.
on the glabella.
So what are you saying with
If
all
you
three?
got two, we are annoyed.
Annoying.
But if we get a third one coming, like what we have here right now, we're learning how to deal with it with our children.
Okay, well, be careful with all of that.
This is corresponding with
Be
the
careful.
channel,
Yeah.
Huh?
so- I said this is the bladder. This is the large intestine that comes up this way.
And
Yeah.
It
So
contradicts.
actually, yeah, that makes
And
more
then here,
sense.
those here, this grief, like a wrinkle down. It's
Mhm.
grief over here, over the cheekbone is sadness. And then it's joy. In here, those would come down to the nose, like inside from the eye. Those are actually when you lost somebody with like what you love.
Mhm.
So you can see a few things really nicely.
Yeah, just be careful with that. I mean, be careful with that. I don't know how well researched all that is, and
Oh, I did it in my clients. About 40 people, and I was bad on. Like
Okay.
awesome.
okay.
Work.
Bring in the book. I'd be
Yeah.
interested
Yeah,
to
me
see who's the author.
She just spoke. She was here in Toronto. I don't know if she's like Chinese name. I'm not good with Chinese name.
Okay.
I don't have trouble. I bring you the book. It's fascinating. Very easy.
No. I have. There's a gentleman who does
It's a yellow
this
cover book.
in Toronto. He's
Painsong.
part of the
It's
association.
a female, yeah.
Yeah, pink, or,
She's fascinating. Like Eastern currents. The
Mhm,
I just have it on the front